everything is working. Okay, good, good, good. Well, 2 weeks ago I had nothing but crazy crashes trying to stream, so I basically redid my whole streaming setup right now, and this is my quick little test stream to see if it worked. For some reason one of the video inputs was like busted or corrupt or something, and it just kept freaking out and crashing my stream setup. So we are trying to get everything back to kind of normal. Excuse me as I move things around. Also, I realized that as a person with a who's primarily right-handed, having the camera over my right shoulder is probably a bad idea. So I switched it over to the left because I think I generally have more clear view of what I'm doing from the left. So yeah, so I figured we would just try it out and see if we randomly crash. Yay! With my current luck right now, we're probably going to randomly crash. But I hope not. So what do I got? So this is a half track, World War II half track. Put it on a base because I like all my minis on bases. This is just a 65mm base that I 3D printed. But I like all my minis on bases, even the vehicles, because then they kind of match the height of the guys a little bit more. So this is for these guys who, pardon the Shiba Inu hair, these are my US Marines from World War II. So kind of very Pacific based. Tried to base all their camo on that. I didn't do them in the kind of standard olive drab you see. I have a little bit more of a kind of bright green as the camo, partly because I think it makes them stand out a little bit. Right, but we've got a whole bunch of these fun little camouflage bits. You can see this guy's got camouflage pants. Right, the weird like clown camo that the Marines had this time. But yeah, they're pretty cool. Really enjoyed working on these, really enjoyed painting them. They came out of Island Assault box set. It's also where I got my Japanese from, my Imperial Japanese. And it's where this vehicle's come from. While I've had most of the Marines painted up forever, I never painted this vehicle. I started to, and you can see I kind of stopped. And for whatever reason, it's just bounced around my desk forever. So I kind of wanted to do some customization on it and kind of breathe some new life into it, you know what I mean? Sometimes when you have those kind of projects that you stall out on, sort of doing something new to them that's not just picking them up and painting them, kind of helps you get over that hurdle. So I still have a sprue of US Marines because I like to save one sprue from each of these for these kind of projects, right? For these kind of like customization projects. And what I figured we would do is we would make ourselves a gunner for the gun on top. Now this truck has a 50 cal on top. The barrel broke off on it, on me. So we're gonna have to modify that a little bit. And we'll figure that out as we go. So kind of first off, I guess we should probably get that gun off. Bonk. There we go. And then I kind of don't like the guns on all the sides. So what we're going to do is get rid of those too. Just because I feel like it's like too much. You know what I mean? I like the one on the back. That one's cool. Barrel's a little bent, but there we go, all fixed up. I just didn't really like the ones on the sides here. Maybe we'll do something where like there's one, but it's kind of like angled down or something, right? But my big thing is I want some kind of gunner on the top. Now, I don't have another 50 cal. I might have one 3D printed. You can see. But what I was thinking about doing was hooking the guy up with one of the 30 cals instead, because there's a set of arms holding a 30 cal. So I was kind of thinking about doing that. So first off, I figured we would try out some of the different bodies, see what we got. There we go. And then we can pull this one out too. So this is supposed to be like a running forward body, but I thought it might make a good gunner because you could kind of be like leaning back, you know. Thought that might work pretty good. So since I already started painting this, I'm obviously going to have to use super glue, which I'm not super happy about, but it is what it is. And then I think we should have a set of 30 cal arms on one of these sprues. So it doesn't look like we have a 30 cal arm set on the Marine sprue. This is Imperial Japanese. Imperial Japanese. This is this another Marine sprue? Yeah, this is another Marine sprue. Okay, so no 30 cal in there for us. Oh, another Marine sprue. This might also be another Marine sprue. I might have to grab my like U.S. troops box. Imperial Japanese. This is a U.S. sprue, but it looks like it's not got what we want. And then another Imperial Japanese. All right, let me grab my U.S. box. Yeah, to be honest, with everything that's been going on, I kind of really wasn't. So this is the U.S. Army box. Kind of wasn't in the mood for World War II stuff, to be honest. But I don't know, something back where like service was proud, and wow, this whole box is just filled with bases. What the hell, me? Where did I put the bits? What the hell? Okay. Ugh. Oh. Alright, maybe it's in the Band of Brothers box set. Let's see. Oh. Alright, here we go. We got some US sprues here. Let's see. What do we got here? We got that one's a Nazi sprue. This one's a US sprue. Let's see, there's a BAR on this one. This is what should have been in that US infantry box. There's a BAR, there's a bazooka. Let's see, we've got one with a grease gun over here. That's pretty cool. We've got another one of those infantry sprues. And another infantry sprue. And then that's a Nazi sprue. Oh, I guess at least I'm going through my stuff. I can kind of sort it out and put all the German stuff in a box and then all the US stuff in a box. That's handy dandy. This is a little German guy. There we go. That's the good shit right there. Paratroopers coming through. Wait, no, is this Marines? Nope, paratroopers. Hell yeah. Airborne for the win. Okay, so this is the U.S. Paratrooper sprue. This one's really cool. This is actually one of the first things I got because it comes in that Band of Brothers box, which is an awesomely cool starter set because it's like fucking $50 or something on sale, and you get so much stuff in it. And it's really cool. You get guys with mohawks, hell yeah. You get like machetes and all kinds of cool stuff. But the big thing we want out of this is the 30 cal right there. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to clip that out. And someone's probably like, oh, but the sleeves are going to be slightly different. I don't care. I'm going to paint them the same and you will never notice. And I should be able to do basically this and then have him sit in the cupola. I think that's what this is called. Or no, that's the top part of a tank. I don't know. The turret thing here. Have him sit here with the 30 cal. Like that. And that should be pretty darn cool. So, you find the other hand for the 30 cal. Let's see. It's probably that guy right there. It's probably what it is. So, really, this should have a 50 cal on top. But, like I said, the 50 cal broke, so gotta make do. But yeah, with everything kind of going on, I kind of wasn't in the mood for World War II stuff. So there's some pretty nasty attitudes and stuff over here in the U.S. But to be honest, the time of like heroes and being proud of your service, that sounds appealing, you know? Something where you can punch Hitler right in the jaw, you know? That sounds good. Right about now, given all the craziness going on. So yeah. So I just kind of got in the mood for some World War II stuff. I'm working on a Panzer III right now. That's been also on my desk for like a century. And maybe I'll crack some more of them out. I still have never built. It was like the second kit I ever bought for this game, but I've never built it. It's my favorite tank, and that's the Jagdpanther. I love that tank. It's such a cool fucking tank. But I've never built it because I kind of felt like I wouldn't do it super good justice. As you can see, this guy's not super fiddly, but you know. The way the arm connects is a little weird, you know? Because it's supposed to be like laying down, I guess. So, yeah, I might have to do a little bit of chop and change on that, but we can do it. Trim off some of the little bit of the edge in there. There we go. There you go. He's got his 30 cal now, and he can sit up here and rain hell on some evil bastards. So we'll see if we got any. Don't think I have any troops to sit in this. I don't think it came with troops that sit in it, which is kind of unfortunate, but that's pretty darn cool though. Alright, now we do got to break out the super glue. So I'm going to put a little bit of super glue here in the back and a little bit down here for his feet, like down on the inside. I'm going to put a little there. I'm going to try to hit all of those spots. It's pretty badass. So these tanks are at a slight, let me back that up. A lot of these Italiaria models, which is what Bolt Action uses for a lot of their vehicles, are at a slightly smaller scale than 156. But it's not like so unnecessarily smaller that they don't fit, right? But it does make them slightly smaller than they probably should be. So our guy is floating in there a little bit, but honestly I think that's okay. I don't think you'll see that. Maybe we could find something for him to stand on. Yeah, I've got like a 3D printed box or something we could stick in there. Some kind of stowage maybe for the tank. Let's see. Whoop. We've got a tire. Kind of neat. Not helpful though. Oh, there we go. Little crate. Little crate. Is little crate our answer? Let's see. To the tweezers. There we go. We'll just slide that in there. Oh. Maybe I'll just wiggle him around so it's less apparent that he's kind of floating in there. Or I could just stick the little crate in his chair and then that would give him something to stand on. So it's probably going to be hard to see. I apologize, but here we go. I'm going to see if that's going to work. So if I drop a little crate in there like that, can he stand on it? Oh yeah, that's perfect. Hell yeah, that's super perfect. Look at that. That works really good. Alright, what do you want to focus on? Do you want to focus on that? Is that what it is? No. Do you want to focus on this? Yeah. Man, it really liked that bottle of super glue. But I guess it's stuff like that that I'm gonna have to learn. With the new setup, you know, it's kind of why I'm streaming today, so that I have a little bit easier time tomorrow and I don't have to do all this nonsense tomorrow. Right, because if I mess up this little bit of like a kit bash video, that's fine. Right, but there we go. Okay, now back to it. Let's see. Let's redo our glues. I'm gonna put some glue on the crate, glue here, glue on the back wall there, and we're gonna put our boy in there. There he goes. Now he has something to stand on. Da-da-da-da. Oh yeah. Ah, stop falling. You are good. Stay. Just like that. Just like that. Thank you. Come on. Come on. You know you want to stay like that. There we go. Oh, come on. Man, he does not want to stay, even though he's touching the box in the bottom there, right? And he's touching the back, and he's touching the front mount. If he really doesn't want to stay, I can pin that gun in the front mount, and then he will stay. All right, that's looking pretty good. Looks like it worked. Okay. And let's see. Yeah, there's some. The Opel Blitz came with a sprue of Nazi like riders, but the half-track didn't seem to come with any. And the little British armored carrier vehicle, that thing didn't come with U.S. troops. It came with British troops. All right. Bonk. Okay, now what do we gotta do? Well, I kind of want to mount one of these and just have it be like kind of facing down, maybe. I don't know. I think however I try to mount it, if I try to mount it like that, it's gonna look like crap. So maybe we'll just leave those there. Those little clips. No biggie. They just didn't have their gun on them. But our homie here, he needs a head still. So this is the airborne sprue. That's Nazis. This is US. All right, here we go. Let's see. Let's find our dude a good head, and he's going to need a helmet because he's riding the top of the truck. There we go. And there we go. We got a nice head there with the chin strap undone, so his helmet doesn't kill him when he goes flying if the truck explodes. And then he probably won't get any equipment because you're just not going to see it, unfortunately. But let's see. I'm going to put a little bit more there in that joint on the arm, and more there. And we'll put his head on. Yeah, that one arm is still a little wacky, but it's okay. Not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. Now, this guy's gun does need a magazine. So I think we're going to actually clip it off one of these ones. Clip the magazine off one of these because it doesn't have a magazine. So this is definitely not going to be perfect, but at least it'll have a magazine. Because the magazine that is on the sprue for these guys, for the airborne, it has a guy like holding the shells, if I remember right. So we don't really want that. So we'll just grab the magazine off one of those mounted guns we took off, and we'll put it on our guy's 30 cal. Boop, right there. One arm still kind of wacky, but not the end of the world. Doesn't look terrible. But yeah, there we go. Now our truck has a gunner, which is pretty cool. And I got rid of those dumb side guns because, yeah, I don't know, they just weren't meshing with me. But yeah. Now I could totally prime this again to make sure he has some prime on him, but I think I'll probably just paint him straight instead, since a lot of the rest of it has paint and stuff already. So yeah, that's pretty darn cool. Let's see if we do I have any more like crates or anything in here. Got a tire, got a super big like suitcase. Ah, there we go. There's a crate. I'll stick a crate on the side too, just for the fun of it. So yeah, I got a ton of these like 3D printed crates and stuff. I got them from, I want to say Cults. I want to say they came from Cults. From the, I think it's called the World War II Stowage Project, I think. And they all print out pretty nice. And there's like two different sets of scales in there. There's a scale for 28 millimeters, these guys, and then a scale for bolt action, Flames of War style. Oop. Just add a little more stowage, even if it maybe would never have actually connected there. Still looks cool, a little bit of extra stowage, you know. But yeah, so now I've got a cool gunner on top, and once this gets painted up, he can join my Marines. Oh, yeah, good times. And while I definitely had trouble staying on the camera with the camera in the new position, nothing crashed. And I see that as an absolute win. So I'm going to go ahead and call it there. I will be back tomorrow with a full-length live stream, not with just this test one. And I will see you guys then. Have a good one, and keep on keeping on.